because of Dad. That was the whole reason that I came in, was because he knew that there was something going on with my neck or my back, and he wanted to find out what it was. So when I came in, I didn't really think I needed it. I was 19 years old. I was young and not thinking that I needed chiropractic, that's for sure. And then I was given that symptom sheet. Check off your symptoms and what you have. And I realized that I checked off basically everything except for 3 or 4 things on your little sheet there. And started to realize that this probably wasn't the best pain level that I should be in at my age. And then after getting the x-rays done and hearing about this 42 to 45 degree curve and finding out that I was -6, I wasn't even on the positive scale. It's like, oh, okay, that's a good visual to be able to notice that. And within about 6 months, it was basically all the pain was gone. I could get up in the morning, I could lay down at night, I could breathe properly, my neck wasn't being so stiff anymore. And then come the score of other things, the digestive problems and tingling in the fingers, my vision was blurry and spotted all the time, and my blood pressure was funny, sugar levels, everything. Basically everything that could be wrong with somebody last year was wrong with me. And then that stuff's pretty much, it's corrected itself within the first 6 months or so. But the main difference that I've noticed has been within this last 6 months. So just over a year since I started care, I've noticed that the things that I didn't come in for, the emotional side of it, the mental side of it, that's what's starting to change. The things that I didn't really have any sort of expectation that would be changing just from chiropractic are definitely changing. Because I'm not a person that just rolls over and takes it. I'm not somebody that just takes the cards and then dealt and says, oh, okay, this is my hand. That's not the way that it goes. I very much put on a happy face and be positive and work through it, but a lot of times that's really, it's not enough. It's just not. You can have all the best intentions of a positive, happy mentality that you want, and you can want it so bad, and I can speak with experience for wanting it so bad to just be happy. Like, what's the trick? What's so hard about being happy? I don't understand, and I remember that vividly from quite a few years ago. I'm like, what's the trick here? What's the missing piece in this puzzle? But it was just something that always seemed to be beyond my grasp. It was this wall that I couldn't get past, and there was nothing that I could seemingly do to make it go away, because I tried getting involved in the community, and I tried exercise, and I tried games, and I tried all these different avenues to try and find something that would just snap me out of it. And it never worked, never. And so I just had come to understanding that this was the level of interaction that I was going to have with my surrounding world. And then within the last 6 months, I've noticed that getting up in the morning takes, at the beginning it was just 30 or 40 seconds less time. It was just easier to get up, and now it's instant. I just wake up and I go. And up in the morning and off to do the day and get up and get dressed. And it's something that for most people is so trivial. And yeah, I get up in the morning and, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. Okay, I'll get out. But it wasn't like that. It was, I don't want to get out of bed. I want to lie here. I don't want to do anything. And it's not like that anymore. It's, okay, start the day. Let's go and do this. Got things to do and places to go, people to see. And so yeah, the last 6 months has definitely been the biggest change mentality-wise. Like, the pain was gone a long time ago, but that's not what the focus is for me anymore. It's my mentality, my mind, getting past that block that was always there for some reason that I'm taking apart now, brick by brick. It's just coming down in front of me, and I can see it. I can see the little pieces of light that are breaking through the veneer here, and it's actually, it's just making my life easier. It's making my mentality easier. It's making the smile on my face more genuine and more actual, because I actually am happy. There's just a weight that's been lifted off my shoulders. It's like I can finally see, I can finally hear, I can finally have the level of interaction with my environment that I want to have and that I've been looking to have for so long. And it's starting to happen. I got steps to go yet still, for sure, but it's definitely starting to happen.
So what I wanted to do is I didn't want to interrupt Chelsea's story too much, because I just wanted to let it play out and let you actually experience her in her own words, talking about how her brain is healing itself. And this is something that I want people to understand, because we see changes in kids with ADHD. I've seen dozens of people that have suffered with depression heal from that. And that's just like what Chelsea's describing. She's coming out from behind this brick wall, and she's starting to come alive. She's actually starting to perceive her environment the way that it really is, rather than through this filter of a dysfunctional brain. And this is what I want to talk about more on the 24th, how your subluxations in your spine actually send negative body signals back up into the brain and cause chemicals to be released, hormones to be released, that don't allow your brain to function. And so if it's in the case of an ADHD kid, they can't focus, they can't learn. If it's someone like Chelsea, she's laying in bed wishing she could spend the entire day in bed because she's got nothing to look forward to. There's no hope, there's no expectation. And this is the stuff, like, when I look across the landscape of people out in our community, I think about the mental and emotional, there's so many hurting people there. And the last thing they're thinking about is, can chiropractic help me? They're looking for some drug, some medication, some, super duper counselor, some way of tricking their brain into behaving. Well, if your brain isn't getting the right signals from the body because the spinal cord is choked off because of poor posture, then you could go to every Tony Robbins seminar on the planet and you're never going to heal. All it's going to do is just make you more frustrated as why you can't figure it out. And Chelsea spoke about that, how when she was younger, she was, what's the matter with me? Why can't I just be happy? Happiness should be easier than this, And so she's going around living this plastic life, never really experiencing the world the way that it's designed, which is a beautiful world, which is a beautiful experience. And I just think it's criminal that there's hundreds and hundreds of Chelseas walking around on the streets of Kelowna, and we haven't connected with them yet. And that's what I want to do, is I want to cast a vision so that we can reach these people who don't know why things aren't working, but they've never had their spine and their nervous system checked. They don't know that it's because there's something in their spine that's causing their brain to not function right. And guys, I need your help there. I need your help to reach our community so that we can stop this absolute crazy dependence on medications and things, quite frankly, that are only just frustrating people. Great counseling is awesome, but if your neurology is messed up, then people are going to spend years and years in a counselor's office or a psychiatrist or a psychologist's office, and all they're going to do is create more frustration in themselves, in their families, and the counselor is going to think that they're the screw up and they can't figure this person out. It's got nothing to do with thinking more positive thoughts, and it's got everything to do with a spinal cord that's choked off and a brain that's not coming fully alive.